tech, basically. All right. Okay, so people are saying I'm on a passive income call. Okay, to be relevant in an AI driven world. Okay, to have knowledge of tech and be able to earn money. All right. Oh, Kingsley said, oh, is a criteria for your babe to accept you. You must be a tech bro. Okay. If you become a tech bro and you are drinking Gary for like the next 2 years, it won't be relevant though. It won't make your babe accept you. If you are a tech bro that does not know his way or her way, okay, in the world, I mean, you might drink Gary for like the first 3 years before you now pattern everything out. Okay, technology has changed every aspect of life, so I don't want to be left behind. To explore tech field and add value to business for global impact. I wish I could just put all these comments on the screen, to be honest. To be very honest, I want to switch business path and my work at home. It's all about the money. Okay. Okay. Tech is the future, and I want to sharpen my skill and position myself for better opportunities. Superb. To simplify my business processes and to become more efficient. That makes a lot of sense as well. Okay, cool. I'm in the process of a career switching from UI UX to AI automation, and I want to take in as much information to help my transition. Okay, superb. I see you there in red. Tech is the future. To simplify my business processes, to overcome SAPA by all means. In this Tinubu Garis regime, guys, in this Tinubu's Gary regime, somebody wants to overcome SAPA. Okay, that's fair. Well, by 104 in this session, okay, you are all welcome to this session. And like I said, okay, what we are looking at today is not just us showcasing anything to you. We are not just showing off anything to you, okay? We are more or less looking at how this same thing can impact you, can work for you, and can take you to the next stage, all right? And can take you to the next stage, okay? So that is that about that basically. So you're welcome to this session, guys. And like I said, I've read everything everybody has to say, okay? Why they want to even get into tech the first place. Some people are already into tech, but they've not even found their way, okay? These are the people still drinking and eating raw rice, okay? They've not gotten to where the actual oil is, okay? And where they can succeed in, all right? So we already have some people into tech already, but they do not still feel fulfilled. All right, that's number one. Number two is that we even have some people inside this session that has not even gotten into tech at all. Okay, if you have not gotten into tech at all, put your mind at rest. Okay, and you are going to be succinctly handheld into it. Okay, you are already into tech. Just count if you are already in this session. Okay, you are with me. Take a notepad, okay? Take a notepad, take notes down. You are in this session with me, okay? You are in this session with me. Me and you, we are locked in this session tonight, okay? So that is that about that basically, all right? Okay, so an outstanding comment here says, I want to learn basically because of my business, and also no knowledge is a waste in this economy. Everyone has to be technically literate. Yes, that is very, very true, Zita, okay? And that is why you are on here. You're going to see how artificial intelligence is improving businesses and also, moving them at large, all right? So that is that basically. We would love to go on without mentioning who we are. All right. So a couple of us might have known us before, but for those of us that are basically joining for the first time, this is Tenalytics business. And what we've been able to do over the past 5 years, over the past half a decade of existence is to basically bring people into tech, okay? Bring people into tech and also guide them ahead on it as well. Okay, Charles, you filled out the form yesterday and you didn't get any email. All right, so that's going to be shared, Charles. Okay, that's going to be shared. Okay, that's going to be shared as well. All right, so you can also fill in today's own as well. Okay, so for those of us that are on here, that are joining in for the first time or that have been here before, I've not gotten an email and likes like that, I might have skipped the radar of the person attending to that. Okay, so you want to fill it in again, and I will do well that you get it. Okay, I will do well that you get it. People are already getting emails. Okay, so that's not an issue. A couple of people are already getting emails. It's going to get to you. Okay, and if you check your inbox, you do not see it there, you can check your spam messages in your email inbox. Okay, if it's not there as well, okay, you can check your promotions box as well. Okay, you can check your promotions box as well. Some people have already received it. Okay, so if you do not see it in your inbox, check your spam or check your promotions inbox. All right, so for those of us that are thinking, oh, what am I talking about? I'm going to do what? I'm going to explain in a bit. Okay, I'm going to explain in a bit. Okay, so because we record these master classes like this, we record our master classes this way. All right, we record our master classes this way, and we also share the recordings at large. All right, we also share the recordings at large. So you're welcome to Tenalytics Business. Okay, Tenalytics Business is a leading e-learning platform, and we've been able to help over 3,000 individuals and more land remote tech jobs, okay, over the past half a decade of experience. Okay, so we have been existent in a very, very long range of time, and we've been able to help organizations at large. All right, been able to help organizations at large across the world empower their teams and empower individuals as well, majorly in Africa and also across board. Okay, majorly in Africa and also across board, basically. Okay, so that is that about that, guys. Okay, that is that about that. Okay, so if you are joining me with this session, in this session, okay, the link to fill in a form, to fill in the attendance form would be in this session. Okay, they are going to share it again for us, so you can do well to fill in the form, so you can get every material, every showcase, every structure we are utilizing in tonight's session. Okay, and you are going to get access to it all, basically. All right, so I think I've said a lot about myself. Okay, I think I've said a lot about myself. All right, I'm the deputy head of training here at Tenalytics Business, Abdullah Musa, and I have been able to build business systems and been able to specialize in AI automation, business intelligence, and so on and so forth, like that, basically. Okay, so that is who I am, what I do, and I've been able to help a lot of startups, a lot of business communities grow at large. So if you're a business owner in tonight's session, don't worry, you are in safe hands, and I would be taking you on, basically. All right, so that is that for today. Okay, so after tonight, you'll be able to choose one of the AI career path that is springing up fast. You're going to be engaging with an exciting AI project, okay, and you are going to be able to position yourself for success in the job market as well. All right, you're going to be able to position yourself in the job market as well. Okay, so you are welcome to this session. Okay, so guys, it's 2026. Like we all know, it's already 2026. Like we mentioned, okay, like we mentioned, the job market is no longer rewarding effort. There's no how you want to push the same manual effort, okay, that you have been pushing for a long time, okay? There's no way you want to keep on pushing, keep on moving that same manual effort, okay? So the job market is rewarding people that are smart, all right? People that are smart. As of yesterday, guys, as of yesterday, I still saw a news. As of yesterday, guys, okay? A company, a very popular company in the US, laid off 4,000 of its staffs. Imagine I have 6,000 people working in my company and I laid off. The meaning of laying off means that I say, don't work with me again. Like I said to you, just move on with your life, find another place to work at. That's a large chunk of the business, okay, of human resources. Laid off 4,000, okay? And it's not because these people are not putting in the effort. They are putting in the effort. They are going to their jobs day to day, putting in the hustle, putting in the sweat, putting in the power, and all of those things. Guess what these guys were majorly replaced with? Okay, they were majorly replaced with artificial intelligence handling their jobs. And they were not just only replaced with artificial intelligence, the company also retained people that could utilize these artificial systems, okay, that could utilize these AI systems to improve business efficiency. Okay, so at large, the world is moving very, very fast. Okay, as at yesterday, the president of the United States also called one of the largest AI companies, Anthropic, said, "Oh, I want you to come in and building drones for us, weapons for us, and so on and so forth." That is the range. Okay, we're already seeing AI advancing at a large range, guys. Okay, and people that are going to be on that end would be people that can control that AI system itself. Okay, so we've advanced from writing letters, guys. There was a time, okay, our forefathers would pick up pen like this, okay, and write letters. Then they will send it. It will take over maybe 2 months, 3 months, okay, before it gets to wherever it gets to, guys. Okay, from that, it got extended. Okay, they were the first versions of communication which were button phones. If you use Nokia 3310 here, please let me see your hands up. Let me see your thumbs up. If you use Nokia 3310 here, let me see your thumbs up. Okay, you use Nokia 3310 here. Superb, superb. That's cool. All right. So systems have moved ahead from that. Okay, systems have moved ahead from that down to another level. Okay, systems have moved ahead from that down towards down to another level. Okay, we're no more using button phones again. We're already using what? We're already using smartphones, phones that can think on their own and the likes like that. Now we're already entering another revolutionary stage. Okay, so some people are already left behind. Some people are not keeping up with the space. Some people are struggling to keep up with what was down before, right? But some of us, we're already in that stage now. We're already looking at it that something is about to happen, and if I do not strap myself up for it, okay, I won't be able to get ahead. I won't be able to get there, basically. Okay, and that is the right thing to think about. That is the right thing to think about. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys another stuff by also buttressing my point on the fact that the job market in real time does not reward effort. It rewards smarter decisions. It rewards smart workers. It rewards leveraging of utilities. Okay, leveraging resources and the likes like that. I'm going to give us one other example. How many of us know Child Deck here, guys? How many of us know Child Deck here? How many of us know Child Deck? Okay. All right. So we all know Child Deck. Who is Child Deck? What do they do? Someone should converse with me. What do Child Deck do? What do they do? Let me see in the chat box, guys. What do Child Deck do? Don't tell me you guys don't know Child Deck. You guys don't know Child Deck, Glovo, Jumia Foods, and so on and so forth like that. Okay, cool. All right. So Child Deck basically delivers food. Okay, they connect with restaurants and so on and so forth like that. Superb. Child Deck, Adiola, Child Deck. That's what I'm saying. Food as a service provider. Superb. Thank you very, very much, guys. That is a business on its own. Okay. As at third quarter of 2025, okay, my business owners will understand what I'm saying. As at third quarter of 2025, Child Deck fired almost 80% of his customer service team and replaced them with AI agents. Did not only replace them with AI agents, but also retained individuals that could handle those AI systems. Okay, so that is what I'm saying, guys. That the job market, okay, is no longer rewarding efforts at large. It's rewarding people that are smart, people that can handle things very well, and that can scale faster as well. Okay. All right. So we're going through tons and tons of news, businesses, and I'm not just talking about businesses, Fortune 500 businesses. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Satya Nadella, and so on and so forth like that. Okay. These guys are coming out to talk. They are coming out to say that people will need to grow, workers will need to grow, to impact, to show face to a business owner in today's market, to show face to a CEO in today's market. You need to be on the AI path. You need to have that AI skill, okay? You need to grow yourself, okay, in that AI structure at large. Is it helping them reduce their manual process? Is it helping them with translating what is wrong in their business? Is it with helping them with marketing? Is it with helping them with content? Is it helping them with like customer service and so on and so forth like that? A lot of people do not want to do hands-on structures again. Okay, so for the 124 people that are on here with me on this call tonight, okay, you are not just going to be learning that businesses do not reward effort again. Yes, there will be effort, but businesses are already fast-paced. They want something that can give them results in the next 5 seconds. If a recruiter can look at a CV and say, I'm scanning it in 6 seconds, what would it cost a business owner to have its own resource in like 2 or 3 seconds at large? What's going to take a whole team 3 months, 4 months to build? You are building it within a day. You are building it within hours with AI. Oh, you don't know, they are building websites now in hours. Website that would require front-end developer, back-end developer, full-stack engineer to build. Okay, they are already handling these things faster. Okay, they are already building these things faster. Okay, in hours, guys, in hours. All right, so that is how that is basically. We have several reports. Okay, if you want to go through these reports, okay, from the Fortune 500 report to the one from Meta to the one from the Times of India and so on and so forth like that, my colleagues are going to drop the link in the box. Okay, so do well to fill in the form, guys. Do well to fill in the form so you can get access to the recording of this session and this material that I'm using. For every business owner, I'm going to show you some key things tonight, and you're going to be seeing for yourself, okay? Some very, very key things tonight. Sheriff Dean, if you can't fill in the form, Sheriff Dean, kindly copy and paste this link on your web browser. Sheriff Dean, Olawale Badmos, okay? You want to copy this link, copy this and paste it on your browser, okay? To fill in the form, okay? My colleagues are dropping the forms. Blessing is dropping the form. Deborah is dropping the form in the chat box, okay? This is just to mark your attendance in this session so you can get this document and this recording that I am showing you today. As a business owner, okay, I'm going to tell you guys the psychology behind every business owners, okay? I've been privileged to train businesses over the past few months, okay? And I can tell you for a fact, okay? What we are seeing, what business owners are saying out there, okay? I'm even talking about African businesses now, okay? I'm even talking about African businesses now. Over the past 1 month, I've been able to train over 5 businesses at large, okay? And a business owner has reached out to me once to say, see, my content team is not working, okay? And I showed that one thing, basically. I showed that other businesses leveraging AI to improve their business in shooting content, in handling marketing, you know, they are leveraging it, you know, to grow, basically. And the next question was, how can I get this into my company? So if a business owner is saying that, I want things to be faster, I want to be able to get results faster, and so on and so forth like that, then who are you to still be pushing the same manual effort, doing the same written documentations every single day? Okay? I've been able to help businesses improve their manual processes, okay? And I'm not talking about just any businesses, okay? I can count, okay, how many, all right? I can count how many, okay? I can count how many. If you can hear me, let me see your thumbs up, guys. If you can hear me, let me see your thumbs up. Okay, superb. Thank you very much. Okay, right from this table I'm talking to you from, okay? Right from this table, okay, that I am talking to you from, okay, I've been able to build a full EMR system for an hospital in Abuja. I have not gone there physically like this. Okay? But they've been able to bring that solution down to my table to help them build it. Why? Because they want to improve stuff like that. Could they not find somebody that could help them build everything, code it, do stuff like that from scratch in the whole of Abuja? Well, they could have been, okay? But somebody that they were looking for, that they were actively looking for, was in Lagos State, Nigeria. So imagine if businesses that you guys are in the same region can go far and wide to look for professionals that can leverage AI systems for them, okay? If a business can go far and wide to look for professionals that can do what? That can leverage AI systems for them. Now think of businesses that are outside of your own region. We're going to get there, guys, okay? We are going to get there, okay? So that is what I'm saying. That people are already moving faster than you think in today's market, okay? And businesses require people like this, basically, okay? As at late 2020, you know, backwards, 2019, and so on and so forth like that, before 2023, let's just put it at that, people will go, okay? I know an institution that trains people to become full stack engineer in 1 year. You take their program for a full year. You learn the back end, you learn the front end, and you simulate projects over time. Now, you are now coming to tell me in 2026 that as a business owner, you can build whatever these full stack guys are building and so on and so forth like that. You can build, you can ship, you can deploy it within a couple of days. How do you want them to feel like? How do you want people that have gone through that stress, okay, to feel like? Okay, that is to say that if you as a professional in today's market or as a business owner, okay, if you do not have an AI skill in today's world and today's time, okay, you are 10 times behind the professional that already has that skill. And if you are privileged enough to get this skill, you would be 10 times above any professional that would get into the market. Now, let's say you have not even gotten into tech at all, and this is your time to get into tech. This time is your time that you want to get into tech, and you want to be able to help businesses at large. Okay, this is a very, very good time for you. Why? Because you won't just be learning the basics of whatever you are learning. Is it data analytics? Is it software engineering? Is it content creation? Is it social media marketing? And so on and so forth like that. You won't only be learning it, you would also be learning an AI stack of that structure. Once you combine both, you will be able to forge ahead. Even a professional that has been in the field doing the same thing on and on and on and on again, guys. Before we started the session, we all saw Uchechi. Uchechi is a social media manager, guys. Okay? From what she built a multi-agent research system that could help her research for content, guys. That was what Uchechi built. The reason why I'm proud is that Uchechi is my student. That's the reason why I'm proud. Okay? All right, that's the reason why I'm proud to even call it out. Okay, Uchechi has been able to build a successful before Uchechi joined us. She does all of this content research and stuff like that. She go to the web, search for content, build up content calendar. She's a social media manager. She handles over 4 businesses now. Okay, so basically, Uchechi does all of those structure and so on and so forth like that. But upon getting into the program, she was able to simplify her work, reduce the workload on her neck. She is a mother, guys. Uchechi is a mother. She works from her home, handles businesses, socials. Guys, Uchechi was able to build the multi-agent research system, tune it over time. Hopefully we'll get to bring Uchechi on board one day to show us, things that she's been able to build on her own. Okay, all right. So that is that about that. So if you are not leveraging AI systems, okay, I really don't know, where you want to get to. Okay, so if a company is cutting off 4,000 of its staffs because they are not utilizing AI systems, okay, if a company is cutting off 4,000 of its staffs, okay, without utilizing AI systems, guys, what do you want to gain if you are just learning just that structure and not learning the AI stack of it? Okay, so we're going to get right into it. And like I said, 70% of businesses, 70% of business owners, 70% of hiring managers for businesses and so on and so forth like that, okay, they do not want to just see, it's been a decade now that people will just write stories, and just compile their resume, compile their stuffs with, tons and tons of words, take it to them, and they're able to hire them. It's way competitive than that now, guys. It is way competitive than that now, guys. Okay, the whole system is way more competitive than that now, guys. Okay, so what is happening right now is that if you have a skill, apart from learning the AI stack of it, before a business owner can say, come and do this thing for me, they want to be able to see what you have done before as well. AI, you know how to utilize it. Okay, what have you built? What have you been able to build with it? And they are not just talking about, I did one project in class, I connected one thing to one thing, I created one thing to one thing. They don't want to hear that. They want to see, for a business in my niche, what have you built? Okay, for a business in my niche, what have you built? There's one thing we share with our students, guys. Okay, there's one thing we share with our students here, and I want to just give you a snippet of it. Okay, so if you are listening to me now, okay, please tie your network to the rope. Okay, there's one thing we share to our students. Okay, and that thing is basically, if you are able to recognize a business, okay, and you recognize the niche they are in, you want to work with that business, okay? Utilize your AI tools to simulate a project for that business. Okay, I have like I said, I have an hospital, okay, that I want to work with. I've told them, oh, I build things like that, I build things like this, and I'm bringing a project that I built for a logistics company. Does it relate? No. Okay, that's where most professional fails. Okay, because businesses are no more looking at the fact that, oh, you can build one thing for one business and the likes like that. They want to know, what can you build for my business that will make that change happen? Okay, so it's not just only also learning about the AI part of it, but also leveraging it to boost your chances of getting hired, of getting jobs, of building things for business owners. Okay, so that is that about that basically. Okay, and we're going to be moving on to the next stage of the session. If you are with me, let me see your thumbs up. If you are with me, let me see your thumbs up, guys. I can see Glory, I can see Jumoke. Is it only for out of the 120 people, like 0.1% is what is putting a thumbs up for me? Guys, let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up. Guys. Superb. Hey, guys. So in the next 20 minutes, okay, we are going to be bringing on someone for us, one of our student people, okay? She's going to be coming on here, and she's going to be showing us very exciting projects. Okay, she's going to be showing us exciting project that she has been able to do across just business owners, but also, you know, structures as well. Okay, so I'm going to Rukoya on board. Are you? Raise your hand, Rukoya, so I can see you. So let me just search for Rukoya. Hi, Rukoya, are you there? So I'm going to, okay, superb. I can see her now. Cool. All right. So Rukoya, you want to share? You want to switch on your mic, switch on your camera, and I'm going to share your screen as well. Hi, Rukoya, can you hear me? You're muted, Rukoya.
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Rukoya, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, superb. But before yeah, I want everybody to first of all cheer you on. Okay, I want everyone to cheer you on. So, guys, let me see a round of applause for Rukoya. Rukoya has been, you know, associates with us students. Okay, so that's what you gain when you become when you graduate from our own institute. you become an associate, okay? You certified at Analytics Business, and she's been able to what she thought. I would just guess that, except she says it with her mouth, basically. So so that's that basically, okay? So Rukoya, you are welcome to tonight's session. I would love you to, tell us what it was like, and we get right into it basically. Before you go on, Rukoya, would you be sharing your screen, or want me to do that for you?
Fine, because I'll be moving.
You want me to do that for you?
No, let me do that.
Okay, cool. All right, Rukoya. So you can carry on. Tell us the name, tell us what you do, how your experience have been on here, and we can get started.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ruqayyah Ibrahim Salihu, and I've had a decade run as a development specialist. Over a decade, specifically as a monitoring, evaluation, and learning specialist. And over time, I just decided to pivot my skills. Even though my mail experience involves some level of social data analysis, I've decided to dig deeper and leverage and pivot that into full data analytics. Coupled with my background as a computer scientist by formal education, I found the generative AI course quite exciting to pick up in December. So we're at the end of that course, and I've been given the opportunity to showcase what I've been able to build on my own. As part of this program. So it's been quite interesting. I'm going to say amazing in the word of my instructor. Yes. So just to give you an insight into what the project that I'm going to be speaking about this evening is, I've seen a number of feedback from the conversation this evening that speaks to data being the new oil. But then no matter how deep your oil well is, without the proper refinements, then you don't get the right produce out of those, right? And in this age of AI, my idea was to move from static reporting to more predictive reporting, so that we're not just telling stories of what has happened. We're able to look ahead and predict what will happen, say, next month for the business, see risky areas. But beyond that also, instead of doing analysis and then going to write reports manually, how do we also integrate, how do we automate the report writing, so that all the view that we get is on one interface and all that. So that was my idea. Like the facilitator said, data abounds everywhere. So Aurora as a business was experiencing volatile profits. So there were a lot of missed revenue targets, customers were leaving, and because of static reporting, it was quite delayed to be able to take decisions. So these three levels that I talked about came to mind, and the solution we proposed was to be able to diagnose the performance so far, but beyond that, be able to predict financial and churn risk, and also explain drivers, but also automate reporting as well. And at the end of that, you're going to see as well, as I run you through, you would have seen that Aurora as a business transitioned from reactive reporting to proactive AI-driven executive decision intelligence. So you can easily tell almost immediately, like Mr. Abdullah was saying, instead of waiting for long periods, to figure out what's really happening with your business. So the architecture just moves from raw data to modeling in Power BI and Python. but also to use predictive models in Python as well to generate 5 risk engines. You're going to see that when I run us through. And when those risk signals are generated, they are then exported and fed back to Power BI. But then we use n8n to automate together with OpenAI models to generate the automated executive brief. And that fuels the Power BI narrative page. So as an executive stakeholder, stakeholder within the Aurora business, you don't need to leave your Power BI interface. All of these work inside the background, but they're interconnected and made possible with the use of AI. Yeah, this is just giving you a quick snapshot of the executive dashboard. Just shows you what is happening now. So that's important. What are the profit margins? What are the variance between what's expected? What are the sentiments? Are customers in specific region happy or not? But beyond that, the predictive intelligence layer was also very, very key. So there was a need to know which regions are missing targets. And very, very key, this is not guesswork because the model relied on historical data based on the data the company has. And the data source had up to 20,000 records in place. So it was useful. So all these probabilities, revenue decline risks, they were all generated using models by Python on Google Colab. And after that, then that risk was visualized. So you can see for specific regions, what the risks are in what months, what to expect, what the decline, and more importantly, which customers are likely to leave the business and what volume of revenue will be lost. But then that's all information, okay? So this is what's happening now. This is what is likely to happen next month. But then as an executive, what are some immediate decisions that you can take now? So all of the first results on the first 2 layers are then fed to automated layer on the n8n. I will run you through the workflow. You see it in action yourself. And then with the help of OpenAI model, it synthesizes into an executive brief, which is then formatted and fed to Google Sheet. From there, Google Sheet is connected back again to the Power BI dashboard to just tell the story. What's happening? What can we do now? What's good strategy for the future? So this is just a snapshot of the decision brief. And what that helped the business to do was to proactively target areas with high probability of missing their revenue or protect churn levels in certain regions and reduce manual reporting effort. And you can take enterprise decision almost immediately rather than waiting. So it's a closed loop system, start to finish, end to end. It takes you from the raw data down to the executive decision making, and it is all automated. So if you give me a minute, I will just take us firstly through to Power BI. Please confirm to me you can hear me and you can see my Power BI screen. Guys. Okay, great. Yeah. I see your thumbs ups. Great. So this is the first dashboard. That's
hi, Rukoya, can you hear me? Hi, Rukoya,
yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
So I believe you want to still change to your Power BI screen. You're currently showing your slides.
Okay.
Yeah, we can still see your slides. So probably you want to stop sharing and share again to your Power BI screen. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. So before Rukoya continues, guys, I'm pretty much sure that a lot of us will be looking at it. A lady, a woman, a woman is walking us through extensive systems like this. So if you're a woman on here, please jeer Rukoya on. Okay, it's not easy. It's not easy. Okay, I want you to jeer on. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, so let's get into it, Rukoya. Thank you very much. You can carry on.
So I'm going to add to that mix. I'm a mother to 6 children. So guys, stay motivated. You can do it.
Oh my
Yeah.
days. Oh my days.
Can you see my screen, my Power BI screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 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 we can.
Okay, great. So this is the dashboard, the Power BI dashboard. What we have here is just the executive dashboard that tells the story of what's happening right now. So you can move that depending on your months of interest. We can see the dashboard respond and tell us the story. It just gives you a feel of what's happening. And if you're not interested in checking monthly stats, you're probably interested in which region, so we can see how this change. What are the margins according to regions? What are the profits, and what are the variance levels within those regions? But beyond that, you can also check according to different sales channels. So this allows you to do a good view of what's happening depending on the business interest the business question at the top of the table at the time. So these KPIs are housed within a Google Sheets and used to generate a monthly summary. But beyond that, I know I decided to share my entire screen so it's easy when I move. You are with me. Let me just run you through the predictive assistant. So this is Google Colab, right? And this is where that monthly summary data is fed here and then trained. The key thing is it needs to rely on historical data to be able to generate. So that probability of a missed target, probability of deviation in revenue, probability that a customer would leave, all that is fed, is modeled in here, and we have five different sheets. So when you see the sheets, that each model is exported to a sheet, you're going to see the different probability margins, right? But this doesn't make much sense. It requires a lot of reading, and so we had to model that back to Power BI so that stakeholders stay within one interface and they can get instant view. So what this does is overall, this is the likelihood that the target will get missed, and this is much more prevalent in the eastern region. Which region likely to have the highest revenue decline? The northern region has a northern probability of that. But for these two predictions, you can get specific. So by the time I pick a specific month or a specific region, I can see the probability of a target mix and the probability of a target revenue. This already tells me where to follow. And because Power BI has the feature to do like conditional formatting, to make it more visible, you can already tell that the green areas are like your safe space for revenue loss. But even then, for revenue miss, but even then, there's a high chance of target miss within that region. So this just allows you to track. What I find also useful would be able to track customers that are likely to leave and how much revenue we can lose when they do actually leave. So we put forward the top 20 customers likely to leave the business and how much. So for every customer listed here, you're able to tell how much revenue. So this allows the business to take proactive actions to keep them within the business and all that. So now that we have that, what do? Write all these stories manually? Definitely not. Because we are saying AI optimizes for efficiency, optimizes for time saving, optimizes for quick decision making. So the idea was to build an automation of the narration. All right. So you are likely to see this and think that it's typed in, but it's not. So I'm going to run you through the workflow on the N8N. Just give me a second. Okay. So I'm going to run you through the workflow on N8N. Essentially, what this model is doing is taking the summary KPIs that we generated and taking all the different risk probability channels, right? Reading that and synthesizing it to generate an executive summary, right? But beyond that, you will see that the OpenAI model is then what structures that and then feeds it to an Excel sheet. So what I'm going to try to show you is, I don't know if I have enough time. Let me just show you briefly what each of these nodes look like.
Yeah,
this is
you can-
reading, is getting the
can
rows.
You can just show us
Getting the
briefly, and you know, we just peg it there basically.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Now, so getting the rows from the specified Excel data sheet document, but you need to get specific on which sheets because I have multiple data on different sheets, and just reads that. So that's like the reading layer. I have like 4 of those ongoing here in the model. Just to show you, I'm going to execute this workflow and then show you the sheet that this is reading into. Yeah, just execute this. Yeah, it'll take a minute. It's reading the sheet. All right. So while that is going on, I'm just going to come to the sheet where you are going to see the output, okay? Okay.
So if you cannot see
not seeing my
Rukoya's,
screen.
that would be your next. Very well. If you are using your phones, you want to put your phone keep mode. Okay. Rukoya, just to save ourselves some time, you can just show us a snippet.
Oh, it's coming.
Population.
Oh, it's done.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay,
it's
cool.
messaging the workflow, and it has appended the row in the sheet. So I'll just take you through the sheet to just show you. So you're going to see it has a timestamp of today, right now, 28th February 2026. And by the time I come to my dashboard, back to my dashboard, it is this data that you find here. So I'm not manually writing a report. My stakeholders stay here and they can see what's happening now on the first dashboard, see what's likely to happen in the next month or couple of months, and get a report that tells them what's really happening, what is the impact on finance, what are the immediate actions that they can take, and what are the strategic recommendations, all within one view. And this is not just local to my machine. This is published to Power BI service. And with that, any stakeholder anywhere with or without Power BI on their machine, with just that link, they can easily access the dashboard and play around with it. So this allows for also sharing. Your stakeholders don't have to be physically within your space. It allows for people to share and view what's really happening. And you can control who has access to this or who doesn't, right? I'm trying to see if I can drop you a link to play with this yourself on the chat.
That's what I wanted to say as well.
It's coming up. It's coming up. So this goes from the file. You go to embed reports and you go to publish to web. And I get this link that I can send in an email copy. I'm just going to drop that in the
you can drop it.
box.
You can drop it in the chat box. Cool.
I'm just going to drop that in the chat box.
So,
and guys,
I myself, I'm already jealous that Oya wants to share my stuff with you people. I'm already jealous that Rukoya is already trying to share my stuff with you people. Okay.
So
So thank you very much. Thank you
our
very
stuff
much,
together.
Rukoya.
Right. So guys, feel free to play with this. Let me
Okay,
know
cool.
your thoughts. And yes, that's it. I think the whole idea is let the process not be so lengthy. Let's save time. Let's be more efficient. Let the reports not be in different places. Let me not look at my visual on Power BI and have to go to a PowerPoint presentation. And all this is happening leveraging tools that are available to us, right? The bulk of the analysis of the reporting is happening on Power BI, but the synthesis and the automation of the report is happening on N8N, taking output of all the other works in the background and keeping your stakeholders instant overview of everything that's happening within the system. So guys, we are saving businesses. 2 weeks to write a report, turn to 2 hours to generate this, and instant feedback, guys. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Rukoya. Guys, a round of applause for Rukoya. A round of applause for Rukoya. We're not just looking at an extensive system, but we're looking at a system that saves businesses a lot of time. Okay. So guys, like I said, if you are missing out on this session, or you are having network issues, or you even want to come back and even hear what we are saying, basically, okay, please, the attendance form is going to be dropped in the chat box. Please do well to fill it in, guys. Do well to fill in the attendance form. If you have filled in the attendance form, click on done. Okay, type done in the chat box for me. Okay, if you have filled in the attendance form, just type done in the chat box for me. Okay, Rukoya, you want to stop sharing your screen as well? Okay, thank you very, very much, Rukoya. Really appreciate that. Okay, thank you very, very much, Rukoya, for joining in. That is very, guys, you've heard from the horse's mouth. Okay, you've heard from the horse's mouth. I'm not capping here now. Okay, I'm not capping here now. Okay, so this session is being recorded, guys. So if you want to gain access to it, fill in the form that is going to be dropped in the chat box. Okay, fill in the form. It has been dropped before. Check for it. Also, it's going to get dropped again. Also, fill it in. Okay, fill in the form. All right, we're over 100 plus on this call, so I expect a lot of people to fill in the form so they can get access to this recording. Okay, so this is an extensive system that has been built for, you know, businesses at large and so on and so forth like that. Rukoya, I want to say, how many percent AI is this? How many percent AI is this? I would love to ask. How many percent AI is this system? In 100%, how many percent it is?
I can say up to 70. And I say up to 70 because some of the specific code to generate the models, Google Colab has integrated Gemini. So where I can type in human language of what I actually need to do, that's where my experience comes in, and Colabs auto generates that using AI, right? Exactly. If I move to N8N, the code that synthesizes all the 3 models, like on the workflow, that code as well is generated using JavaScript, but that's purely generated by AI. I know a little bit of Python, I know a little bit of JavaScript from my computer science knowledge, but the comprehensiveness of it is AI. And I just give human language to the AI and it auto generates it. I'm going to say that ChatGPT also held my hand on how to structure this project. I just had the business idea and I understood what 3 layers I wanted to integrate. But to make full sense of the flow of within the system, I had hand-holding with ChatGPT. So I'd say 70%, 30% my understanding, basic understanding of the tools, my basic understanding of the impact I wanted to reach, but 70% AI leverage.
Artificial intelligence. Thank you very, very much for that, Rukoya. Okay, so guys, you've heard it. All right, you've heard it, and this is not coming from me myself. If it was me now, I would have said, you know, and so on. And you might have been thinking it's because he wants to just tell me something, Jare. Okay, this is from somebody that has utilized the system herself and has seen it. Okay, this Python code that you can see on my screen was not generated by her, it was generated by AI. What she just had to do was just to give it natural language, your same grammar that you say. Okay, that was what she had to give the system, and it extensively built it for her. Guys, this is what businesses are looking for. People that can do what? That can build stuffs in minutes. Okay, so as a data analyst, or if you have been aspiring as a data analyst before, okay, and you wanted to go through the route of, I'll learn Excel first, I'll now learn Power BI later, I will now learn this one later. You are welcome to the market though, because some people are already 10 times beyond the normal data analyst in the market. Okay, so that's what I'm pointing to, guys. Someone like Rukoya cannot get into the market today and not get called up. Okay, because she has been able to extensively do what? Extensively build systems that are what? That are possible. Okay, so let's look at it again. Let's just take a look at it. So this is the what? This is the executive brief, okay, that the stakeholders will be receiving. They don't need to wait for one data analyst to do something. Automatically, it triggers itself. So if it's every Monday morning that we are checking the report, they will just come to this link, to this Power BI link, open it up, and they can do what? They can see whatever they need to what? They need to see. My executive dashboard will get automatically populated. I don't need a data analyst to now sit down, go and scrape the data again, continue building from scratch, on and on and on again. All of these are AI supported. They are going to continue do what? It's going to continue running by itself based off AI. AI is scraping the data, AI is taking the information, is doing the job by itself. So that's that about that, guys. Okay, so before we move ahead, let's look at some other interesting instances of artificial intelligence. There are some that usually bust our minds. Okay, for some of us that are already here, okay, they already know this before. All right, so this is another system as well. Okay, this is an AI data analyst. All right, so what this does is that it basically picks up data. Let's just look at this. So this is a data analyst AI, okay? If you have your data inside of your spreadsheet, all it just does is that you chat with it on WhatsApp. You tell it how much has the business made within so time and so time. It will go inside the spreadsheet, calculate everything within that time period, and give you what? And give you a report. Let's keep on watching. Can you see this, guys? Can you see this, guys? So that is a possible example of artificial intelligence. Okay, an artificial intelligence synced with AI automation. Okay, artificial intelligence synced with what? Synced with AI automation. Now let's move to another stage. You'll be surprised that I'm going to Instagram. We are talking about something that can make us money here. Me, I'm going to Instagram. There's a reason why I'm going, guys, because this company that you are looking at, I have succinctly saw them utilized AI for their what? Content creation. GIG Logistics, guys. Almost everybody knows GIG Logistics. GIG Logistics have been able to do what? Have been able to utilize AI in their what? In their system. How? For their content creation. Let's just take a look at some of the contents they've been able to make. Okay, before they are going to take maybe tons of days, go to sites, go and shoot videos and do quite a couple of things, right? So let's take a look at some of the videos they've been able to make, some of the views they've been able to rack over time, and they've been able to build over time. Now, this is an AI promotional ad video from GIG Logistics. As you can see, it's racked up over 2,000 views. Over 2,000 people, 2,700 people saw this video and have taken action with it. So apart from that, we're going to look at other videos by GIG Logistics. This as well, okay, this as well, over 4,000 views, okay, this as well, over 1,000 views. We're going to look at everything together. This as well is over 4,000 views, okay. This one, they actually use this video for a what? For a promotional ad video. Let's take a look at it, guys. Let's take a look at it, guys. Can you see this? Guys, let's stop there because of time, okay? Let's not move too much because of time, all right? So you can see this extensively by yourself, guys, okay? Businesses are utilizing, and not just small businesses, okay? So imagine how much the video editor or the social media manager for this page is going to be getting paid because they are leveraging artificial intelligence, okay? So this is the headquarters page, oh. Guys, if I search for GIG Logistics, they have other branches as well. Okay, this is the HQ's page. This is the HQ's page. All right, you have several ones as well: GIG El Cotonou, GIG USA, GIG Canada, and so on and so forth, like that. Okay, and they've been able to do what? They've been able to rack up what? Views, been able to rack up, you know, popularity over time with this with these AI structures, okay, with these AI structures. And one last one I would love to show you, okay, is this is this AI automated Telegram bot that has been built. This agentic AI Telegram bot that has been built to do what? To answer customer queries for a fashion hub. Okay, so these are possible examples that you can go ahead and build by yourself that businesses can pick up and do what? And extensively work with. Let me just show you guys one more snippet. Okay, just one more. And what? We're going to end it there. Just one more. All right, this is a personal assistant built for a coach, basically. Okay, this is a personal assistant, because the coach cannot go ahead. This is just a demo, okay? It's not the real stuff, so you don't suck up systems data and so on and so forth like that. Okay, so this is Jarvis. All right, this is Jarvis, is a powered personal assistant. Okay, what this does is that it helps that coach, you know, assign their tasks, assign their calendars, you know, does their Gmail structure, and so on and so forth like that. They tell, okay, send a message to this person on my Gmail list. It takes the message, drafts it out, send it to the person, and just tells the coach that, oh, I have helped you done this job already. Okay, this is a finance manager AI. This is a Google Contacts manager AI. This is a Gmail manager AI. This is a calendar AI. Okay, this is a task manager AI. So I can tell it that, okay, I need to do so task by tomorrow morning. Remind me by 7 a.m. It's going to be able to sync with Google Calendar, do it as well with that. So if you want to be a virtual assistant as well, instead of you to go through all of those routes, setting up one calendar, setting up one task, and so on and so forth like that, you can build systems like this and succinctly earn money from it, basically. Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen. Let me close this up. Okay, let me just close this up. All right, so that we are able to do what? We are able to move ahead, basically. Okay, so you seen from Rukoya, you seen from me. Okay, and I want to ask us these questions. All right, I want to ask us these questions. Okay, it is possible to get it done, yes or no? It is possible to get it done, yes or no? From what you have seen tonight, is it possible to get it done? Exactly. That's the response I'm looking for. Yes, it is possible to do what? It is possible to get it done. Okay. Now I'm going to show you 3 different guys. Okay. 2 out of which are still my students, racking up to 3 people that I myself, apart from other professionals that have been able to train ahead. Okay. In Tenalytics business here. Okay. I'm going to show you 3 professionals out of 2 of them that are what? That are from the people that I trained. They entered into this program beginners and they left as what? As workers for companies. Okay. They left as what? They left as workers for a company. Okay. I have Olusegun Agbolade that joined us with our December cohort. Sorry, our November cohort last year. Okay. Olusegun was trained succinctly well because he was coming from the healthcare sector. All right. Olusegun was taught succinctly well. Okay. And he was able to do what? He was able to move ahead to being an AI automation engineer. You had to be there when Olusegun was saying his testimonial. It felt like, you know, he wasn't able to get into tech because he took several courses, data analytics, data science, and so on and so forth, like that, basically. Okay, but that only leverage he was looking for was what he got, and was able to use that to spiral ahead. Okay, to move ahead to what? To bigger routes, basically. Okay, we also have Hikmat, someone in person of Hikmat Akinyoye. Okay, who was a stay-at-home mom. A fun fact about Hikmat is that she was a stay-at-home mom for 2 years, guys. Hikmat was a stay-at-home mom for 2 years. It wows a lot of us here at Tenalytics business. But when she got into the whole space and she was able to utilize these systems and do what? And get into the workforce back, it felt like a dream come true for her. All right. And lastly, we have Ibiso Jacobs. Guys, Ibiso joined my cohort January, guys. Ibiso was getting a job with Preston Associates 2 weeks into our program. 2 weeks. She signed an agency consultant deal with Preston Associates in the US, guys. Okay. I don't want to, you know, make the whole thing loud and the likes like that. Ibiso racks in nothing less than $1,000 USD per month. Okay. And Ibiso is a mother as well. She's a mother of 2 kids, 2 grown kids. Okay. So we do not just train people. We do not just train individuals here. Okay. We train people to grow ahead. All right. She joined the AI automation track. Okay, in January, 2 weeks into the program, which is an outlier because towards the end of the program, we usually get people rack up jobs upon jobs and so on and so forth like that. Okay, so that is where we get Ibiso coming in from. Okay, just from 1 class, just from 2 classes. Okay, having 2 case studies, because that is where we also come in as well, guys. We don't just train you on, you know, on case studies and, you know, just do projects and the likes like that. You do real-time business case studies, guys. You do real-time business case study, okay? And that is where we come in for you because we have a lot of business scenarios to share with you to use to build your project, and you're able to do what? To succinctly place yourself out there in the market. We all heard it from Rukoya. Okay, she said she was able to craft out the case study. She was able to build it out by herself. These are things that would also, you know, put you on, okay? How you can see businesses from the spotlight of where they can't see themselves. Use that to pitch to them. Use that to push them. Use that to get inside of the business at the end of the day, okay? So I have with me here the World Economic Forum report by 2025. That was last year, okay? And as our last year, we had our data and AI skills ranking at number 11, okay? Their report brought it out that as of 2025, AI and data skills was ranking, you know, at number 11. Guess what, guys? As at 2026, okay? As at 2026, fast forward to today, AI and data skills is ranking number 1. Okay? AI and data skills is ranking what? Is ranking number what? Number one, guys. Okay, that is to say that between now and 2030, if you can't improve yourself, what am I saying 2030? Between now and 2027, guys, if you can't move yourself ahead, if you can't grow ahead and implement your skills, okay, you won't be able to do what? You won't be able to attain that position, okay? You won't be able to survive in the job market, okay? If you are not able to implement data and AI skills, okay? And that is why we have, you know, some sort of close skills for you that you can pick up from, that businesses are looking for. They are looking for these things. They want to utilize these things in their systems. Okay? They want to be able to do things faster, improve their whole manual processes, and move on at large. All right? If you can still hear me, let me see your thumbs up. If you can still hear me, let me see your thumbs up. And like I said, guys, do well to fill in the form. Do well to fill in the form, guys, okay? Do well to fill in the form, all right? Because we are currently sharing, you know, the form in the chat box. So do well to fill in the form. I can see some of us already raising our hands. We are eager to ask questions. I know that, okay? So by the time I finish, by the time I, you know, show us whatever we need to show, okay, I'm going to open the floor for just 5 questions, okay? And we are going to do what? We are going to look at that closely. So guys, if you're in Nigeria, okay, if you are in Nigeria, I want to let you in on a secret, okay? I want to let you in on a secret, okay? I want to let you in on a secret, all right? And what is that secret? It's something I've tested out myself and I've also seen myself, okay? Recruiters abroad do not longer look for talent within their locality, okay? Because the cost for attaining that would be much more expensive than what? Than just looking for somebody outside of their region to utilize these systems for us. Okay, so recruiters abroad do not look for talent within their locality. They want to expand. They want to look into other areas, because those other areas they are also looking at as well. They are also looking at it for market expansion. Businesses want to grow. That is why they are looking for their talent elsewhere. Okay, they want to know how it feels like for a user to do or to improve. Okay, that's why they are bringing in a new face to the game, and that new face is what? AI and data skills. Okay, and that's what? And that new face is what? AI and data skills, and they are what? They are targeting African talents the most. Okay, they are targeting African talents the most. Okay, they are targeting African talents the most. Okay, so like we've all seen, okay, like we've all seen the share of what we are able to bring in on board. All right, okay, so what career options can we help you with? Okay, that is the next stage we are getting to now, guys. What career options can we do? What can we get you started with? What career options can we do? What can Tenalytics business get you? What get you started with, basically? Okay, and we have 6 career paths. Okay, we have 6 career paths. The first one, AI software and websites development, which is also known as vibe coding. Okay, your ability to build web apps, build applications, and help businesses ship them to the web. Okay, ship them to the stores where people can download them and they make money from there. We also have AI for content and video creation. We have AI automation engineering, where you are able to do what? Where you are able to also handle business, you know, manual process and make it automatic. We've seen a couple of use cases like that. We also have generative AI for data analytics, okay, which we've seen tonight, how it's being done, you know, generate visuals, generate structures for businesses without the influence of manual effort, okay? everything almost AI. Okay, so we also have AI for business analysis and project management, and AI for what? HR analytics. Okay, so we have these 6 career paths, all right, and they are moving at a very, very fast pace. Okay, they are moving at a very, very fast pace, guys. Okay, so these are things that you are going to do, or that you are going to get to learn as a business person, as somebody that wants to get into tech at large this year. Okay, so that is that about that basically. So like I said, our program is covering the basics of building softwares, okay, building websites and so on and so forth like that. And you're also going to get involved with the whole AI structure, use anti-gravity, use Claude Code, okay, use ChatGPT, use, several systems basically. If you're in the webinar yesterday, you saw that we were able to succinctly use Lovable to create, a budget expense app. Okay, so these are examples. Okay, these are examples of vibe coded applications at large. All right, so we're also looking at how you can create, automate, scale video content with what? With artificial intelligence, basically. Okay, artificial intelligence, basically. All right, so you can see how you can do what? You can scale, how you can grow, how you can build visuals for businesses. Okay, today I was looking at an AI generated motion graphics, guys. AI generated. It goes to the YouTube page, scrape the content that it needs to scrape out, and makes it motion graphics. Okay, totally AI generated, no human input. Okay, so video editors that spend most video editors that spend time, okay, using After Effects, using CapCut, using this and that would use it to, spend like 3 days, 4 days to do stuff, okay? We have tools like Submagic AI, Midjourney, 11 Labs, Runway ML, N10, CapCut, Claude Code, okay? Because there is now a Claude skill called Remotion. Guys, you can edit your videos with AI straight up. Okay, and these are existent things basically. All right, so looking at other systems as well, we have AI automation engineering, where we cover tools like Zapier, Gradio, Vapi, N10, and so on and so forth like that. You get to improve business processes, you get to improve business structures with artificial intelligence as well. Okay, so we also have generative AI for data analytics, as well as AI for business analysis and project management, and also AI for HR analytics. Okay, so in the next 20 minutes, I want to guide you on how we can get you started. All right, on how we can get you started. All right, I'm timing myself. In the next 20 minutes, I want us to wrap up all of this and get it over with. Okay, so if you are with me, let me see your thumbs up, guys. If you are with me, let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your thumbs up. Cool. Okay. And if you have any question for me, please get your hands ready. Okay, because once I'm done, I'll ask you to raise your hand, and I'll pick you up one by one to ask your questions. Basically, okay, just get your hands ready. Once I say ask your question, just raise your hand and do what? We get started with the questions, okay? So also, like we mentioned, those people that you saw that we showcased, that has already showcased themselves tonight, okay? They didn't just learn this skill alone. Because it's one thing to learn the skill, and it's one thing to know how you will position yourself in the market for people to see you, for founders, for business owners that you are building these solutions for to see you, basically. Okay, and that's where we bring in the employability skills. We train people with a 3-step framework here at Analytics Business. We train you on learning, which we have shown you that you have to learn the skill first. Okay, then we train you on how you can package yourself and how you can apply these skills. Okay, So basically, we're looking at things like LinkedIn optimization. Okay, we're looking at things like CV review and revamp. Okay, these are one of the first things that we do for our what? Our soon-to-be associates once they get into the program. Okay, CV review, LinkedIn optimization. Okay, how you can navigate the job market. These are things that we walk you through at large. Okay, so we also walk you through in your interview prep. Okay, you've gotten a job. Okay, you've gotten a job and you want to do what? You want to succinctly get the job. Okay, you can succinctly call on us and we can help you do what? We can guide you on how you can close the deal. This was something done for Ibiso Jacobs. Remember, I said Ibiso, coming from a non-tech background, coming into AI automation for the first time ever. 2 weeks into the program, got called up for a job. Ibiso pinged me up. She told me, oh, I got someone that wanted to speak to me on this deal and that deal. She saw the project we did, the business scenario that we took up on, that we built on, and they want to engage me as their AI automation consultant. Okay, I was wild at first because it was an outlier. All right, it was a basic outlier because, in 2 weeks, you're already getting call-ups, right? That's what we want, but it was still sounding like an outlier, okay, and stuff like that, something distinct, from other scenarios that we've seen, and that is how it keeps on growing. Okay, we might even get to a stage where somebody joins the program today, gets called up for a job tomorrow. we might, okay. So that is what that is basically. Okay, so interview prep. Someone like Ibiso came to me and I was able to succinctly do what? Guide her through how she was able to do what? Land that deal. Okay, so and that is that about that basically. You also get job reference letters in case you are working with any foreign company. They might want to ask, oh, what company have you been able to succinctly utilize this skill in? Okay, and since you are joining us as an associate, okay, you are going to be utilizing that our system do what? To basically build yourself and also vouch for a position for yourself in whatever company you are going to. Okay, so we're looking at systems like this. These are our package and application systems. Okay, the employability skills, we love to call it. Okay, and that is that about that basically. It's a 2 months journey. Okay, and it's 100% online. We've been running like this. We've been running this model for the past 5 years, for the past half a decade now. Okay, and we usually have our main classes during the weekend, Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. West African time. These are instructor-led sessions. Okay, Saturday and Sundays, you have hands-on business case scenarios that you work on. Okay, such that by the end of your program, guys, by the end, hear me very well, by the end of your program, you would have succinctly completed between 8 to 16 business use cases that you can use in your portfolio and vouch for a position for yourself in front of a recruiter or in front of a business owner. Okay, so now tell me, you have this skill. You are also doing like an extra layer of capstone project. You are also building on other things that we've also taught you on. And you're telling me that within the next few months, you are not getting a job. You are not moving away from SAPA. You are not moving away from, building yourself from, from ground up and so on and so forth like that. Okay, so that is that about that basically. We also have our weekday support and employability sessions, okay, which happens Tuesday evenings and Thursday evenings, okay, just 1 hour each. It's just for mentorship. We come in, walk you through action plans. How can you scale yourself as a professional? Move you from point A to point B, from point B to C, till you get to that desired position. So if you are feeling unfulfilled, it might be imposter syndrome. And there are ways that you can do what? You can close that basically. You must have the courage. You must have the mindset to push, to get to that stage, okay? And that is what we are doing on here. Making 3,000 professionals get into job in today's market is not an easy task, okay? And we boast about it a lot, okay? And you can be part of those 3,000 and more, all right, tonight, okay? You can be part of those 3,000 and more tonight. We're an accredited company. Any certificate you are going to be getting from us will be vouched as a what? As a standout certificate. You are going to be getting certified as a professional. Okay, you are going to be getting certified as a what? As a professional. Okay, you are going to be getting certified as a professional. We are accredited by the American Council of Training and Development, the ACTD source. Okay, this is that source that permits businesses to do or to train and develop professionals at large scale, basically. Okay, so this is who we are and what we do for Africans at large. Okay, so we have a couple more people as well, but I won't want to bore us with that with that story, basically. Okay, let's just get into this. Okay, let's just get into this. Okay, and I know tons and tons and tons of us, okay, tons and tons and tons of us won't want this opportunity to slip away from us. Basically, we won't want it to slip away from us. All right, because this is a very, very crucial structure for you in scaling to the next stage. Okay, in scaling to the what? In scaling to the next stage. Okay, we've seen businesses leave the country because the workforce is not moving ahead. Okay, thank you very much, Edwin. I can see Edwin saying that I'm in for sure. Edwin is not letting this one go this time. Okay, so if you're a professional yourself, I want you to bite hard on this opportunity. Okay, I want you to bite hard on this what? On this opportunity. Okay, and you can join our next cohort starting by 7th of March 2026. Okay, you can start by 7th of March 2026. All right, you can start by 7th of March, happening next week, Saturday. Okay, you can join our next cohort starting by 7th of March 2026. Okay, and we have a special discount going in for everyone. Okay, we have a special discount going in for everyone. Did I say everyone? Okay, for me, basically, I just need 5 people to take charge of this discount. I need just 5 people. After 5 people, I might tell my sales team to just say, guys, close this off. Let's go back to our normal state. Okay, I just need 5 people. We don't need many. Okay, we need people that want to do what? That want to get this thing done, basically. Okay, I want to take charge of the special discounts that we have. Okay, so you can join the moving train. You know, you can try and squeeze yourself in. That's not an issue. Okay, you can also try and, you know, join body to enter 5 people. Okay, so but the major goal is that you get in and you do what? You upskill yourself, basically. Okay, and that's where we have it, guys. That is where we have it, guys. Okay, so like before I continue, if you are missing any bit of this session, you want to fill in the form and type in done in the words in the chat box. Okay, I have 86 of us on here, people that are motivated, people that want to go on. Okay, all right, so because I said 5 people before, let me increase the radar a little bit. I'm going to add one more person. I'm going to make it 6 people. Okay, so I need just 6 people for tonight. Okay, I need just 6 people for tonight to grab this opportunity that I want to share with us. Okay, and what's that opportunity? If you were to move out of this session and so like before we started the session, we had 120 people. Okay, we had 120, 130. Now we are 84. Okay, so over like 40% of us have already, you know, resigned from the session because of I don't have my this, I don't have my that, and so on and so forth like that. Okay, so if it's about that, okay, you are what? You are not missing out on anything at all. If you were to move out of this session, you would have to pay 250,000 naira if you're back, okay, and so on and so forth like that. Okay, so if you want to take charge, we have 3 offers for you tonight. Okay, you can get started with the program with at least 150,000 naira installment payment. Okay, you can get started with the program at 150,000 naira installment payments. Okay, you can pay 50,000 naira 3 times over the course of your program as well. Okay, securing your slot with at least 50,000 naira tonight, then moving on to other stages like 50,000 naira 1 month into your program and 50,000 naira before you finish your program as well. That is one offer right there. You can go for the 2-time offer as well, that we have 2 installment payments of 70,000 naira. Okay, paying 7,000 naira today, and you can do what? You can also pay 70,000 naira 1 month into your program of learning as well. Okay, and we have the one-time payment, guys. This is one of the most sweetest offer people go for most of the times. Okay, 120,000 naira one-time payment. They make it once and they know that yes, I've been able to cut myself 130,000 naira off of learning, on this structure at large, basically. Okay, so that is that about that. All right, so basically that is that about that. And how can you get started today? You can pay into Kuda Bank, our Kuda Bank account. Okay, you can get started with any of your structure. Okay, and before I forget, before I move ahead, okay, we also have a phone number that you are going to chat with. Okay, if you are going to take charge of this opportunity tonight, okay, you can send your payment into this bank account and also message this number on the screen. Okay, you can message this number on the screen. Okay, so we have the Kuda Bank account analytics data and strategy accounts, all right, that you can see on the screen, and you can contact the sales team immediately after you do what? After you make your payment, basically. Okay, after you make your payment, basically. All right, so that is that about that, basically. Okay, so we have 07032158619. I'll call it again, 07032158619. Okay, so we are able to do what? We're able to cover you at large. All right, we're able to do what? We're able to cover you at large. Like I said, just 6 people. Okay, just 6 people is who I need. Okay, you can send in a 70,000 naira installment payment. Reach out to the number, tell them, oh, I just made a payment of 70,000 naira and I want to get started. All right, you can make a one-time payment. Okay, and you can also make a 3 installment payment as well. Okay, locking in your price with at least 50,000 naira tonight, basically. Okay, so I'm going to be going ahead to pick up questions. All right, so if you have questions for me, let me see your hands raised. If you have questions for me, let me see your hands raised. Okay, if you have questions for me, let me see your hands raised. I have Elijah and also Olatunji or Dejide. Okay, I also have Henry, Edwin. Okay, superb. Okay, I'll pick it up from Muritala first. Okay, let me first of all check if you guys can switch on your microphone. Okay, now that you guys can switch on your microphone, I'm going to pick you guys one by one. Don't drop your hand. Okay, just leave your hands up. All right, I just need 5 people to raise their hand to ask their question, basically. So I'm going to pick up Muritala first, then Olatunji next, and Henry as well. Okay, so once I call your name, just unmute and speak. Okay, so Muritala Elijah, hi. Your time is already counting, Elijah. Can you hear me? Hi, Elijah, are you there? All right, so I'll say let's move ahead. Hi, Olatunji, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, Abdullah, for this information.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just joining today.
Okay.
and I find it very worth it. So my question is this: if I'm interested in AI automation engineering,
Okay.
I still want to know further what it entails.
Okay.
Then there are three areas I'm looking at. Then this
Okay.
AI for BA and PM, as well
Yes.
as AI for HR analytics. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking, will HR analytics not be part of AI BA, since it's a business analysis that will cut across all aspects of the business, including the
Mm-hmm.
HR. So will
Mm-hmm.
there be a need to still go separately for HR analytics when we have HRBA that can actually cover for the whole business? So that's
Okay.
my question, sir.
All right. All right. All right. No problem. But before I continue, before I answer your question, do you have your mind locked in for AI automation engineering, or you are still contemplating that which one should I go for?
I'm still trying to know which one should I go for.
Okay.
I'm an
Okay.
HR person, an
Okay.
executive assistant, but I
Okay.
want to go deeper into IT, especially when it comes to this AI. So I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
at something that will actually give me more grant, something that can actually develop to a product
Mm-hmm.
that people can actually say you
Utilize.
understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Superb, superb, superb. Thank you very much for that. Okay. So one of the first things that I would love to pick up from is that the AI for business analysis and project management program covers, how you can handle projects faster, how you can deliver them, and also how you can scale them at large with artificial intelligence. Okay. So that's number one. Now, for HR, for AI for HR analytics, okay, in as much as business analysis is talking about managing stakeholders and so on and so forth like that, okay, you also get to learn about the analytics part of things with the HR analytics, okay. So it is well segregated, it's well separated, basically, okay. So while the AI for BA is succinctly talking about operations, how operations should run, how you should scale, okay, the AI for HR analytics is looking at, okay, how can we make the best out of our resources? How can we make the best out of our human resources? Okay. So it's looking at, analyzing people, what they are, who they are, what they do, okay, and so on and so forth like that. Okay. So these are the major differences across board. All right. Now for somebody coming from an executive assistant position, being able to see, oh, these are things that are looping, or that are leaking from the workflow of business owners, more or less like, spaces that are not well optimized. Okay. And that is where AI automation comes for you. With AI automation engineering, you can succinctly build out products at large, right? You can succinctly build that product at large that business owners can use, and they can succinctly use it well. Okay. So without having to, go through the hassle of, engaging different structures and so on and so forth like that, hiring multiple individuals. You can just be on the maintenance area, build a retainer fee structure around it, and so on and so forth like that. And that is how you kickstart having your own agency at large. Okay, so that's that about that. All right. So if you are looking to, if your end goal is looking at, okay, let me even build a product out. I've seen businesses, I've seen where they leak at, and I think I can build something across board on this for them. I would say you should go through the AI automation engineering track. Then you can now come back and say, okay, let's look at the business analysis structure. How do we, maintain operations? How do we scale it at large? And you can use that to continue your service as a professional in the leadership and governance field, basically. I hope you understand what I mean.
Yes. So my question from your response is, for a non-tech person, can will it be possible, or will it be easier to learn fast when it comes to
Mhm.
the AI automation engineering?
Well, so if you know how to press Control C on your laptop, that's how it has been broken down, right? That's how the whole training structure has been broken down basically. Okay, so because we I'm just going to give you a feasible example. Most of us utilize our iPhones today. So say for example, I'm going to my village and I gave my grandma the phone and I told her that just say hey Siri, and it's going to, just say hey Siri and use it. If you just continue saying hey Siri, do this for me, and some capabilities that Siri can't do, it won't be able to do it for her basically. So what I'm trying to buttress is that in as much as we train you on the AI aspect of things, we'll first of all take you through the nitty-gritties of what you need to know first. Okay, so we'll take you first on the nitty-gritty of the things we need to go through. Okay, this is what you want to do, that's how you want to do it. Okay, how do you move ahead? How do you scale? Okay, so that is how that is basically. Okay, and like I mentioned, Ibiso was a trader. Ibiso is a trader. Okay, she's a trader, right? And what I mean by a trader is a market woman. That's what I mean. That's who Ibiso was. Okay, she didn't really know, and she's a mother of 2 kids, like I said. Okay, so these are feasible examples of people that have been able to help scale over time. I had another woman. Okay, I brought her into the program myself, basically, by the way. Okay, her name is Fumi. Okay, it was towards the end of the program I knew that Fumi was pregnant. She was already heavy. Okay, and she was still able to scale with the program of love. That's just to speak to how easy we make things very, very accessible. Now, to just add a bit of context to how do we ensure that our learners gain what they come to gain from us. Okay, how do we ensure that? Number one is that the way we ensure that is that anytime you come to classes, all your classes are recorded. You have lifetime access to all your recordings at large. And all this is not to say that we promote not coming to class and like that, but the fact that you can always go back to it, review it over time. That's one mode of making sure that yes, you get the structure. That's number one. Number two is that you also have 2 individuals that will guide you through the course of your program, which is your course coordinator and also your program coordinator as well, or your instructor, sorry. Your course coordinator and your program, your instructor. Okay, your instructor will serve as more or less like the mentor that walks you through hand in hand, helps you through the whole structure and the landscape of the program. You can easily reach out to them 247 and communicate with them, and you're going to succinctly get what? You're going to get responses at large. So these are things we put in place to ensure that our students do not lack. Okay, and our students do not move away from the radar of the whole structure, and all of this just for 120,000 naira. You see that there's a lot of context behind it.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I'm okay now. I will make my decision and revert to you.
Okay, all right, no problem at all. Okay, no problem at all. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Hi Damilola. I can see before Damilola goes ahead. Hi Henry. Is Henry still here? I saw Henry Edwin the other time. Hi Henry, are you still here?
Hello, yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I dropped my hand because in the course of answering the other question, you answered what I wanted to ask.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
right.
Because I'm actually interested in the AI automation engineering, and then I wanted to ask because I have not been into tech before. I'm a newbie. This is my first time, and I wanted to maybe like get a clue of what I should expect and what I should be exposed to before the class and all of that. That was why I raised my hand. And then while you were answering the other guy question, you mentioned something. Then I think
all right, superb. I hope you've been able to succinctly make your decision, and you want to move ahead with any of the programs we offer, which is AI automation engineering. All right. That's you
Yes,
don't
of
say
course.
something.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Um,
cool,
uh,
cool, cool. All right, Henry. Well done. Okay, hi Damilola. We're going to take Damilola last and we're going to call it a day. Hi Damilola, are you there?
Hi, hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening, Damilola.
Yeah, thanks for the insight and for the wide explanation of what analytics is all about and the programs being offered. So
Yeah.
I would like to ask, your classes, are they fully online based classes or we also have physical classes?
Okay. So our classes are fully online. Okay. So it spans across 2 months at large as well. Okay. One of the things and one of the motives behind having it online fully is because we want to prep our students for the whole remote work structure. Okay. So the whole remote work
Okay.
structure has been able to, it has been proving itself over time, and it's also scaling at large. So why not just simulate that type of experience? Okay, we need you to be in a certain position, be in a certain learning environment before a particular time, and you're also using tools, you are using requirements that would ensure that teams are able to bring this on board at large, and make you and before you join them, you're already acclimatized to these systems basically. So it's not something that is very new to us. Okay, we've been operating with this model for the last half a decade now. So and it has proven very, very good for us at large.
Okay, so thank you for that. And also, I would like to ask, for someone like me, I'm partially into data analysis because of my job role. I work as a sales operation um,
Analyst.
personnel, and I would like to skill up and also try to position myself for something better. So I'm thinking of going for the AI for data analysis,
Mhm.
but I also would like to ask if we can have like if you guys offer a refresher for advanced data analysis.
Okay. So one of the things that we first of all do, and like I mentioned the other time, is that we succinctly help out with. Sorry, just a moment. We first of all train you on the basics. Okay. We first of all take
Okay.
you on the basics first. Okay. So joining us for the first time, you get access to you as a professional, you get access to an LMS for the data analytics track. Okay, you get access to an LMS that will first of all talk you through the basics, what you need to cover on analytics, what are the career paths, what are the extensive area that you can go through, and the likes like that. Okay, and extensive areas that we're talking about is advanced analytics like utilizing Python, utilizing advanced SQL structures.
SQL and all that.
Exactly. So we're going to be walking through all of this as well. Okay, using Tableau. Okay, generating machine learning models and so on and so forth like that. So these are extensive systems that you would be covering at large.
Oh, okay. That's fine. And also, sorry, this is the last question.
Mhm.
If, for example, I want to combine courses like data analytics, AI for data analytics, and probably project management, is it possible?
Yeah, it's very much possible. If you make use of the discount payment, it's very much possible. Apart from that, you would have to take the program one at a time. So we do not allow people to run programs because they both run on the same duration and also the same structure. So what we just do is once you finish the program, because of how extensive it is, so once you just finish the program, you get into the next cohort for the next program you registered for.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. That's good. Okay.
cool.
So thank you for your time. I would get back to you guys on the programs I'll be enrolling for.
Okay,
and also see what you can.
no problem.
Basically, it's going
Wow.
to be AI for data analytics.
So I see 3 people raising up their hands still.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. I see 3 people raising up their hands still. Okay, so I'm just going to take those 3 people and we call it a day. Okay, so if you missed out on any chance to speak with me, you can always book our clarity session. We hold our clarity session Mondays to Saturdays. Okay, 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. succinctly well. All right, so we hold our clarity sessions across these times. Okay, so I'm going to first of all take just a moment, guys. I'm going to first of all take Joseph, Emma, then I'm going to pick up Shegun Daniel. All right, I'm going to pick up Shegun Daniel. I thought I saw another person's hand up again, but I think I'll just
Right.
pick up those 2 people. Yeah, hi Joseph.
Hello, Abdul Musa. Good afternoon. Good evening. Thank you very
Good
much
evening,
for
man.
your
How are you
wonderful.
doing?
We really appreciate you. You've done a great job. In fact, lot of fears and incapability we were boggling in our minds have been. One that was not a tech person was having certain difficulties saying, how am I going to navigate going through Java, going through this, going through that, blah, 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 blah. It was already on its own a big time fear. But with what you have just explained this evening,
Yeah, exactly.
and what Rukaya Apostle took us through, it's mind-blowing. I want a situation where I build a seamless operations, my SOP, in such a way that from my bank statement, from my ledger and my trial balance, is going to run everything from beginning to the end, prepare my account, and I now have to review it and look at how I can also advise the management. So those are some of the things I'm having challenges. If this AI generative stuff can also take me through those channels and put me through on the better footings, I'll be very, very grateful. Thank you. And well, the data.
Super. I'm losing Joseph there basically. Joseph, your network is a bit bad. If you can hear me, I can't hear you at all. Wow. It's a bit painful that I can't hear Joseph. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think I'll just mute Joseph, and maybe once he's out, he can join in back, basically. And we can follow up as well with Joseph. Okay, that's fair. Hi, David. Yes, it was David I wanted to call. Hi, David. Hi, David. Sunday, can you hear me?
Good evening. Good evening.
Hi.
Please, I'm sorry I joined a bit late, so I missed a lot. I wanted to ask if there's a replay for the section.
Okay, yeah. There is a replay, okay? I hope you
Oh,
filled in the form. I hope you filled in the form.
okay. Is there a form?
Yeah, there is. Let me send it in the chat box again. Okay. Omokaro Brodricks. You can get started with the AI automation engineering program. Okay, that can also get you started on the AI for cybersecurity structure that you're working with. Okay, it can also get you started along that path as well. Okay, thank you very much. I just sent the message to the chat box now. Is it Sunday? I just sent it document to the chat box so you can pick it up from there. Hi Shegun, are you there? Hi Shegun Daniel. After Shegun Daniel, I just pick up Phoebe, Ali, and we call it the night, guys. Hey, hi Shegun, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Late night greetings to you. Thank you for taking us through this wonderful webinar. It's expository and we've gained a lot. So my quick question is on the payment mode. For someone like me, if I want to, okay, let's say if I want to lock down on these discount and I don't have all the 120K at the moment, is there a window for one to just make a payment maybe tonight, part of it, then maybe before Saturday, that's 7th of March, won't complete the whole payment? Is that allowed? That's the one question. Before I would like you to answer the other question. For me, I'm actually looking at the AI for data analytics because I just had a bad experience as a business solution expert, but I think I was far behind what the company wants at this time, and which actually made me lost my job last month or thereabout. So
I'm so sorry about that.
Yes, so I'm coming back into the space now to
upskill yourself, which is very necessary,
which I think I really need at the moment.
These are the things.
So that's why I want to key into this now. So I don't know if this window permits such payment. Thank you.
Okay, so I would have said that we should, first of all, I'm so sorry about the whole experience, Shegun. It's not really a very rosy one, coming to think about, but there are new openings, there are new structure. Once one is able to push for what he wants to push for, I think everyone would have to grow ahead at the end of the day. So Shegun, I would have said that we do the installments basically. If you can work with the installments, okay, you make a down payment and you can do that basically. But because of you, Shegun, are you there? Can you unmute your mic?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. So I want you to message me on this number that I want to drop. Okay. Send me a message on WhatsApp on this number that I just dropped now. You can just copy it, or let me just give you, you can just copy it and send me a message there. So we can look at the option you want to go for, and we can succinctly get you started on it. I hope that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. I said I saw the number briefly. Yes, I saw the number briefly now, but I can't find it again.
Okay. Can you open the are you joining from your phone?
Yes, I'm joining from my phone.
Okay, so you're already on your Google Meet app where you are having the session right now. You are going to see three dots. A three dots line like this. So just click on that 3 dot and you see the chat area. So just click on it and you'll see the most recent message, which is that basically. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, please send me a message tonight so we don't lose touch. Like if you can send me a message right now, we can get started on how you can work things out basically. Sure.
Sorry, because I don't know why my phone is not bringing out the last message. Just giving me options of minimize your video or maximize it. But I got the last 4 digits. Can you just call the last 4 digits for me?
Okay.
I think
I'm going to drop it. Yeah. I just sent it again. Can you see it?
Okay. Thank you. Taken. Thank you.
All right. Cool. All right. So hi Phoebe. Hi Phoebe Ali. Hello, Phoebe, are you there? I can't hear you. Oh, wow, this is a very bad time. Phoebe, can you hear me? Oh, wow. That should be from your end, Phoebe. Phoebe, if you can send me a message as well, that's going to help me out. Okay, you can send me a message as well. All right. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining in tonight's session. Basically, okay, thank you very, very much for joining in tonight's session. All right. If you want any other clarity whatsoever, you can book a clarity session with us and we can get you started on your program. Okay, we can get you started on your program basically. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a great night rest. Bye, guys. Yes, Silas, you can send me a message as well, Silas. Bye, everyone.